How's it going, everybody? It is your boy Luna the Programmer here, and in today's video we actually have a couple of different units in here. Unfortunately, the Dokkan Fest Baby Sama turned out to be a bit of false information. So instead, in its place, we've got a brand new Super Vegeta among a couple other units here that we're going to be taking a look at. One of them is notably a new Prime Battle LR, that being Kid Gohan. So, shout out to the homie DBZ Carry this time around, although I guess he got his translations from Goresh, so I guess once again, shout out to the homie Goresh for the translations looking all nice and clean. So, for today's episode, we've got 3 separate units. First up is again the Kid Gohan. So, his leader skill is, I believe, the highest, or is it highest or second highest of the Prime Battle LR leads so far? Because I believe Krillin leads Earthlings 150, and this Gohan leads 130 to the Exploding Rage category. So he lowers attack on his 12 key, which is really nice. His 18 key is whatever. His passive, though, there's something interesting here. So he gets 2 key and 59,000 attack and defense, which is one of the largest boosts that we've seen, at least in recent times. If you remember, the OG LR Broly actually got plus 80,000 attack, but minus 20,000 defense before his EZA. But that was years ago. So he gets that much if there is a Goku, obviously Youth Ginyu Jr., and I'm assuming Goku Black excluded on the team. So any regular Goku, like obviously unfortunately Youth does not apply, but any adult Goku, I don't know if GT doesn't count, GT might not count, but any of those other Gokus will do. And then he gets an additional 59,003 key if they're in the same turn. So on the same team, he's automatically getting that 59k. He gets another 59k if they're in the same turn, and then on top of that, he gets an additional 58,000 when launching a super. Then he gains 12 key as well as reduces damage received by a pretty beefy 58%, as well as performing a critical hit when launching an upper super attack if your HP is below the funny number once only. His links leave a bit to be desired, but it's Kid Gohan. What you gonna do? With the innocence all in the family, Saiyan Warrior race is good, Saiyan lineage is good, Infighter I hate, Shattering the Limit because he's a free-to-play unit, and Legendary Power. Obviously the obvious categories: Hybrid Saiyans, Goku's Fam, Youth, and Exploding Rage. Next up, we're going to skip over the Vegeta and save him for last, and we're going to move on to what I believe is the banner unit here, who I guess makes sense is the second form Cell, who he fought against. I don't believe, do we have typing for this Cell? I don't know. But if Vegeta is super strength, I'm assuming this guy's going to be extreme fizz. I'm assuming that's probably how they're going to do it. I haven't seen it. So he is another Android Saga lead. Reminder that this is buffs for the LR cells, who definitely needed more partners. Obviously, they did have the tech cell, but he was largely dependent on orbs to do good stuff. This guy, however, does not have that problem. So he greatly raises his attack for a single turn, as well as causing supreme damage, which I think is going to result in some pretty decent damage because of the fact that he gains the majority of his attack and defense, for that matter, when launching a super. So he gets 80% at turn start, then 180 when launching a super, and then here's the part where we get a bit complicated. So he has a chance to perform a critical hit, as well as reducing damage received by 18%. So he gets 18% crit and 18% damage reduction if there is a Cell Saga enemy, as well as having a high chance to stun all enemies if you're facing a goal against an android. Now it does say if there's an enemy whose name contains android, but pretty much every android on the pretty much every unit on the android category has android in their name, with the exception of like Super 17, I guess. But Android 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, Android 19, Dr. Gero, Well, I guess Dr. Gero wouldn't count, but and there's no good Android 19 cards, but all of those guys will work. Um, then he supports Cell Sagas, which is the my favorite part here. He supports Cell Sagas with 3k and 40% to stats. So, LR Cell getting some additional key, both of them. I mean, so which is good. So their links, or his links rather, is the standard Cell link. So Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Common Villain link, Attack of the Clones, Common Cell link, Wall Standing Tool, which I don't like. The Nightmare and Brutal Beatdown I do like, and of course Fierce Battle. Um, his categories are what you would expect with Cell Saga, Androids, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Forms, Target Goku, and Power Absorption. But now we move to the main event. Super Vegeta with his tenacious secret plan. Okay, so the leader skill is unfortunately a new category. Mastered Evolution, which I find ironic, because Super Vegeta is definitely not a mastered evolution form. Um, in fact, this line of transformation has actually very clear disadvantages if you push it as far as Trunks did. And then we have Goku and Gohan showing off a blatantly superior form. So, mastered evolution, I don't agree with. If Ultra Instinct Goku is on this category, I'm going to uninstall Dokkan because he has not mastered Ultra Instinct. Anyways, it'll be, I think it'll probably be a good category, but it won't be a good category, if you know what I mean. Like, the actual units and the quality of the units in the category will create a nice roster and it will be strong to run. But as far as things making sense, I'm not so sure. If this is the correct translation, I'm not so sure that it'll be the greatest. But, you know, we'll put that up in the air. We'll put that as a question mark for now. Massive W alert, though, with Pure Saiyan's lead. Oh, my goodness. Finally, my boys. Finally, we get a new Pure Saiyan's leader. If I remember correctly, the last Pure Saiyan's leader was AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta. Okay? That was the last one. If I'm correct, that was the last one. And Transforming Vegeta, as well as him, have certainly shown their age quite a bit. So, this Vegeta unfortunately has the Final Flash as a super attack, so no voiced active skill, but the animation is quite nice. Which causes immense damage and, hold on, performs a critical hit for one turn. So they just took a look at the 6-year anniversaries, which gives them a 50% chance to crit, and just said, you know what, let's just make it guaranteed, you know, because why not? The quote is, of course, the famous line. He said, the translation is a bit different from what it ended up being in the English dub, which is, are you brave enough to take this one? And then, of course, Final Flash. So, he's a bit of a generic unit, but that doesn't mean he's not good. So 150 at turn start, as well as an additional 50 when performing a super, then an additional 50 for the turn after, after receiving a super, after receiving an attack. So he'll definitely be at his strongest in slot 1. And he stuns the enemy hit by this character's super attack. So not only does he have a guaranteed crit, if I'm reading this correctly, he has a guaranteed stun? What the hell? His active condition is I am Super Vegeta, where he does the little point to himself, and is able to be used when HP is 50% or above, and 5 turns have passed. So unfortunately, you've got yourself a 5-turn restriction. Would have liked it to have been 4 turns, but HP restriction is above at least, so that's good. Or you can use it right away if there is a cell enemy, and you have received at least 1 attack. So his ability is simple 5 key, which is probably going to be unneeded, but the additional 50% attack for 1 turn. So his links are looking pretty good with Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Prodigies, Saiyan Pride, Golden Warrior, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Categories are the new Mastered Evolution, of course Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Vegeta Fam, Super Saiyan, Worthy Rivals, Cell Saga, Rapid Growth, Gifted Warriors, which I forgot existed, and Heavenly Event, which I still don't understand the purpose of that category. I don't understand it. but he's on there. So as you can see here, I have brought up a list of Vegeta units that currently exist in the game, and I just want to see how he links with them. So this Vegeta, whoops, if I can window this, has almost a similar link set to the Super Vegeta that currently exists in the game. The intelligence one that I am desperately looking for. Here he is. So let's take a look at the link sets here. So Golden Warrior, he has prodigies. He has this Vegeta actually has royal lineage instead of Saiyan lineage. They have Saiyan pride, prepared for battle, and fierce battle shared. So 6 out of 7 links he'll share with this guy, although this guy is not exactly really good in my opinion. His stats are far too low for him to be really relevant. However, another partner for this man, because they will share Golden Warrior, they will share prodigies and Super Saiyan, they will share prepared for battle and fierce battle. Obviously they will not share royal lineage, so that is 5 links. However, 5 links is certainly good. So he will be sharing 5 links with this GT Vegeta here, as well as sharing 6 links with this Vegeta, who is really whatever, transforming Vegeta, who is really whatever until you get to like his blue form or his god form. Really, everywhere, like in his Super Saiyan form, he's just straight up bad, especially a flat dupe. This is obviously a build-up unit. Maybe he'll do well in the new Legendary Vegeta event since he'll have time to build up. This guy, he'll share a couple links with. Again, he will not be sharing, if this translation is correct, he will not be sharing royal lineage. So he will be sharing all these other links though, as well as categories. So, 4 links here, 4 links here, right? And you can just really go down the list here. Just pretty much, in most cases, I would say you take away a link, because most of these characters that they were sharing is royal lineage. So just like say subtract 1 from the majority. Excuse me, from the majority of these units here, and you'll have the amount of links that he'll be sharing with these units. Anything below here is kind of whatever, I would say. Like I said, up here is really where you want to focus your stuff. So this Vegeta, this Vegeta, this Vegeta even, this Vegeta, he might be fine because he'll have time to build up, right? If some of these older Vegetas could start getting easy A's, like him, even this Trunks, that would be great. So, yeah, that's it for the Vegeta unit. But one thing I wanted to take a look at was the second form Cell here. So if I type in Cell, there's not too many Cell units, so I should be able to find second form rather quickly. A Cell Junior, by the way. Okay, so this guy, I just want to quickly compare his links with the other one that we have pulled up here, because I want to see if, they have the same exact links in it. If they do, so Brutal Beatdown, they have Nightmare, they have Fierce Battle, they have Messenger from the Future, they have Attack of the Clones, and they have, so he does have the Wall Standing Tall. So hold on, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously he does not have Shattering the Limit, so swap out Shattering the Limit with Fierce Battle. Okay, so now that we have that going on, let's actually take a look at what's going on here. So you've actually had an odd assortment of units. So the first thing that you might notice is he doesn't really share that many links as you might hope with Cell units. Like, he shares the same amount of links with this guy as he does with this guy. Granted, obviously, he's also supporting this guy with sharing every category he's on. I actually really like this sale unit. I should really farm him up. So obviously they'll be sharing Fierce Battle. So obviously Shattering the Limit is not going to count here. These are Shattering the Limit units. So these links will not count. So there will be 3 links in this case. Oh, 3 links here. So in this case, you would actually add a link because he has Fierce Battle. So it'll be 4 links for all the summonable units that you see here. All the summonable units that you see here will have 4 links instead of the 3. And I guess this guy can't remember. He does have a Dokkan Awakening, but I don't think he gets. Actually, wait, no. This is the free to play from the. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking of a different one, the GT one. This is a SSR unit, so he doesn't have a Dokkan Awakening. They could give him one fairly soon. Links are not the greatest. But again, he may only share 4 links with these sales, but remember, he's also supporting them with 3 key and 40% to stats. So that is something to consider, right? He doesn't share a bajillion links, but he is supporting, right? This Gohan is kind of whatever. Because it's not like you're going to be able to link him with any of the other kid Gohans, who obviously would be his best partner. I'm thinking maybe the Super Battle Road Trophy Goku off the top of my head, with All in the Family and Infighter, right? Legendary Power, right? I don't think this Gohan will be. Here's what I think. I think this Gohan will be good, but he's going to suffer from the same problems that every kid Gohan has, is bad links. If you take a look at the AGL Gohan, that will not actually be shown up here because he's not on the global version yet, but that Gohan is good, and the reason why he's good is because he's able to actually support with 3 key to everyone, not just himself, to everyone, along with 58% defense. So although his links look kinda much like this, with the Innocence, All in the Family, right? Which are Infighter, which are not good links. He does have a few. I believe that Gohan has a similar link set with the Saiyan Warrior Race and Saiyan Lineage. But, 2, 3 links is kind of whatever. He'll probably link up good with, like, base Gotenks or something, because I believe Gotenks has the Innocence, along with a Saiyan Warrior Race and Saiyan Lineage, right? I can't remember if base Gotenks has Infighter or not. So that might be a decent linking partner there. The fact of the matter is the Gokus will not really be linking with him. They'll share maybe 2 links at the most. Like I said, unless you use the Super Battle Road Trophy one. So, again, not a bad unit. I don't think none of these units are bad. Like, don't get me wrong, even with the link situation, obviously Vegeta is the best one. He's the headlining unit. None of these units are bad. I just think that they could do better with links. At least they didn't give him demonic ways or some nonsense, right? Anyways, the video is getting a little bit too long for my liking, so that is going to do it for us this time. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video or you learned something new. Leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy the video or didn't learn anything. Shout out to the homie Carrie and the homie Goresh. My name is Luna, also known as Luna the Programmer. I need to get some sleep, so I will catch you guys next time. Peace.